Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Psychedelic of the Black Butterfly in Monshido / Kazuya's route. So, we're still only in chapter 3. There's only 5 chapters in his route, but then you get the split off, where you get the end for Monshido or the end for Kazuya. So, we're still in chapter 3. We just jumped into the abyss to follow him. So, we're gonna save his ass. Anyway. And then, before my fear can make me reconsider, before Kaguya can stop me, I plunge into the endless abyss. In that instant, my vision is enveloped in darkness. I feel as though my physical body is being stripped down to its soul and nothing more. You don't really have a physical body in this world, but sure. You said you didn't want to be happy at the cost of someone else's sacrifice. You're the one I love, after all. I can't just leave things as they are. I pull myself off the ground, but everything around me is dark. Where am I? I blink, but I don't see anything. Wait, no. This darkness is incredibly unlike that of the night. This darkness is something I'm able to see. Right, I chased after Kazuya and jumped into the hole, and that means this is the abyss? I get up, but the ground doesn't feel solid. I'm standing, but it feels as if I'm floating underwater, as though I'm drowning. There is a weird... Okay, no, for a second, like, I'm speaking, and I felt this weird vibration, like, it's like... And maybe it was, like, a car driving by with, like, bad bass, because I'm like... I thought, I'm like, wow, the music has got this, like, deep rumble in the bass that just makes you almost feel, like... The sound makes you feel like you can feel it, even though you can't. You're like, it's like, I can feel the sound. You know what I mean? Like, it was so weird, and I was like, whoa, that makes the abyss spooky, but it's not there anymore. So it could have just been a car driving by, like... Because I'm relatively close to the road where, like, I can hear trucks sometimes, and, like, I guess if somebody had their bass really cranked up, you would be able to hear it. But it was just weird, because it was so low and quiet, it just felt like it was underneath the music. It was bizarre. But I was like, ooh, that makes the abyss feel even creepier, right? Because you're like, oh, I hear this bass noise that sounds like I could feel it. Anyway, I'm standing back, but it feels as if I'm floating underwater, as though I'm drowning. There's nothing. There's no one. I can barely even sense my own existence, let alone Kazuya's. I'm overcome with worry, feeling the enormity of nothingness for the first time. What should I do? What can I do? I don't know left from right. I have no idea where to go. I'm afraid. Relentless, crushing fear racks my body. Kazuya, where are you? And then... What? Inside my hand, a white light starts to shine. I open my fist and see the ribbon glowing, extending away deep into the darkness. It's as though I'm holding on to some kind of reins. The ribbon is trying to move on its own? Could it be Kazuya up ahead? I try my best to see into the distance, but there's nothing but more darkness. Well, in that case, guided by my one and only clue, I have no choice but to keep walking. I squeeze the ribbon tightly to steel my resolve and continue making my way down this ambiguous path. How much time has passed? I take one step after another, sensing nothing. I could be walking in circles, or I could have already gone a considerable distance. Thinking about it only makes me more worried, so I try to keep my mind empty as we move. After continuing on for some time, the air seems to become colder around me, although I'm not sure I should really be calling it air. What is this chill? I'm getting goosebumps, but I don't exactly sense anything bad. Oh! Plink! A droplet of water falls on my forehead. In that instant, a voice echoes through my head, and then a series of images flows through my mind. Almond-eyed boy. Who is that one supposed to be? We know who Droopy Eyes is, and we know who Tomb Mole Man is. Is that supposed to be fucking Kazuya? Ugh. Where am I? Is anyone there? Oh my god, was this when he showed up, when he first got here? Oh, when baby Kazuya ended up here? I've been walking forever, but I don't see anyone. What's up with this house? Who am I? I stop and squeeze the ribbon in my hand. It's baby Kazuya! All I can remember is that this is really important. It's not really of any use to me, but I hear a ferocious roar from somewhere in the distance and quickly take cover nearby. I've been hearing that weird growling for a while. Somebody help! Droopy-eyed boy. Oh, guys. Oh, baby Natsu. I wish they would show them. I want to see little baby sprites. Anyway. Kazuya? You're Kazuya, aren't you? Huh? When I look up, I see two people I don't recognize. You must know him. He fell into the abyss with you. Tomb old man. I see. So, Kazuya also... People! Who are you? Do you know me? Ah, right. You have no memories right now. I didn't know anything at first either. What is he talking about? Do they know me? Let's have him join us, Akage. I suppose... I'm giving him kid voice, even though he's an old... I suppose that would be fine. After the two of them have finished sizing me up, one of the two people speaks to me. Oh, that's true, because Hokage is pretending. Right. Come here. I'll return your memory. In exchange, you will assist me. I want to complete the kaleidoscope. I don't understand, but I don't want to be alone. All right, I'll cooperate. It's a deal. Pleasure working with you, Kazuya. Suddenly, I return to my senses. Everything around me is still darkness. Was that Kazuya's memory of when he first arrived? Akage and Natsu were inviting him to join them. Kaguya and Akage didn't meet just recently? They've been together all along? Why? I start walking towards my unknown destination once again. It's true, she doesn't know at this point. She doesn't remember anything. She knows that she knows them, but she doesn't remember the accident. She doesn't remember that Natsu died. Oh. And then, blink, another droplet of water grazes my cheeks, and another scene plays out in my mind. Ah! A man screams in front of me. His body is being warped with terrible intensity. Huh, weak. You lost your mind without making yourself useful in the slightest. Humans are so fragile. He watches with his arms folded as the man writhes in pain, transforming into something monstrous. Whatever, your replacements will continue to fall into this place. This is a mere diversion until the completion of the kaleidoscope. It'd be a bit more interesting if I had tougher pawns like you. Droopy-eyed boy. Shut up. He shoots the writhing man without hesitation and returns to his room. Again, another person sacrificed for the sake of that kaleidoscope. Hey, how long do we have to keep doing this? Until the kaleidoscope is finished, obviously. But you're trapping people who are supposed to go to the other side and turning them into these things. When did you get smart enough to talk back to me? What? What's the matter? Surprised that I'm pointing the gun at you? You're not the only one that's special. You two are interesting chess pieces for me. That's the only reason I keep you by my side. Just shut up and do as I say. If you do, I'll grant your wishes. Kazuya, what's the matter? Why'd you call me out here so late? I need to talk to you, Natsuki, and I don't want him to find out. What is it? We whisper in hushed tones. What he's doing is wrong. I can't stay here anymore. Let's run away together, Natsuki. Let's stop listening to what he says. Kazuya, although he hesitates for a brief moment, he quickly recovers. I'm not sure who's actually, like, saying what anymore. I mean, I know the lines when the people are talking, I get that, but, like, in between, I'm like, I'm not sure who's narrating. Are we narrating? Anyway, I don't know. No, I'm going to stay here. I'll continue helping him gather the shards. Why? Once the kaleidoscope is complete, we'll be revived. That's what Hokage promised us. That's a lie. We're nothing but tools to him. He can't be trusted. There's nothing else for us to trust in. If there's even just a tiny sliver of hope, I want to count on it. I need to come back to life, no matter what the cost. Poor baby. He's trapped in this hell for 10 years. Even if I have to sacrifice everything else. Why are you so fixated on it? I promised her. I have to keep that promise. No, it's not just the promise. I want to live with her. Natsuki, if that's how you feel, then we'll have to part ways here. And then it's funny because Natsu's been like trying to be with us for like fucking eternity, right? And then Monchido's gonna be like, I'm totally gonna steal her, bitch. What? So cold. So cold. I don't want to see others suffer anymore. I don't care about the shards or the kaleidoscope or any of it. I was with you because I didn't want to be alone, but I don't care if I can come back to life. Goodbye, Natsuki. Take care of yourself. Kazuya! I wiped the drop of water off my cheek. Again, that was Kazuya's memory, too. It's like he's crying and these are his tears. Kazuya and Natsu ended up at the manor long before I did, and they were gathering the shards? And then Kazuya left them. Plink, plink. More drops of water hit my cheek. Closed my eyes and watched the memories. It's kind of cool. I like this flashback stuff. It's neat. Spacey, how long has it been since then? I think it's been a year since I split up with Natsuki. I didn't see anyone today. Again. The day before yesterday. Yesterday. Today. Probably tomorrow, too. My solitary life is terribly lonely. Spacey, she gave me this ribbon. It's my hope. I want to see her. If I keep it with me, will I be able to see Spacey again? They all loved me, but I pressed the ribbon on my forehead. No, I don't just want to see her. I have to return her ribbon. This place is in between life and death. Hokage said that no one can die of old age here. If I wait here, maybe someday in the distant future, I'll be able to give Spacey her ribbon back. I searched my body for a good place, and then settled on tying the ribbon around my neck. If I wear it like this, I won't lose it. Someday I will return it to Spacey. But when will that day be? I don't know, like 9 more years. Oh! I take cover nearby and survey the situation. A young boy in a mask passes by. He's gone. Maybe I can come out now. I watch him walk away into the distance, fighting the urge to chase after him and talk. But no, I can't talk to them. They're in the manor now, but soon they'll depart for the other world. If anything happens to them the way it did me, they'll never be able to leave the manor. I can't get them involved. But I'm so lonely. Hokage explained to me how this world works, so staying alone hasn't been difficult. But the longer I live in this world, the further away reality, the world of brightness, becomes. I don't even remember my mother and father anymore. Or my brother. Or, wait, did I have a brother? Maybe, but I can't remember his face. Actually, who am I? I'm losing sight of who I am. My name, where I lived, even my age. One day I was dumbfounded to discover that I lost most of my memory. He said that memories were essential to continue living in this world. If I lose my memory, I'll lose my face, and then my body, and I'll depart for the other world. No, I can't. I have to give back the ribbon. I can't vanish yet. I can't depart. No, my face. The face is next after memories? I touch my face. I can't remember. Ah! Hold on, my ear itches. I touch my face, and... Ah! What? My fingertips graze something unfamiliar, so I quickly yank my hand away. It feels as though a veil of shadows is covering my face. What is this? I'm scared. My face is disappearing. No, no, no! I'm afraid. I wrap my arms around myself, struggling to endure this new abnormality. If I keep walking, she might see my monstrous self. The mere thought of that makes me cower in fear. That's right. They're all wearing them. I take one off the wall and try placing it over my face. If I wear this fox mask, boy, oh, if I wear this, I'll be fine. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'll be right here, waiting for Spacey. He remembers us, though, so he's not going to totally lose. Is this a greenhouse? As I wander through the manor, I find a room that's distinctly different from the others. I didn't know there was a place like this in here. It even has flowers blooming. I know the other one, like his other middle memory, I was reading it like me watching, but it would have been in his voice. Duh. Anyway. The lively patch of flowers is something of a salve to my heart, withered as it is from loneliness. Salve, yeah. What am I doing here? Why am I so tired? What am I? I sit down by the flower bed and touch one of them with my fingertip. The petals waver back and forth with each touch. I felt happy that it answered to my touch, no matter how slight that response may have been. This is relaxing. That's it. I should live here. I'll wait for her right here. Her. Who is she? I'm staying here just to wait for her? Why am I waiting? I look down and think hard. I see the violet piece of cloth wrapped around me. That's right. I have to give back the ribbon. I can't remember who I was supposed to give it back to, but I can't disappear until then. I can't disappear yet. I grip the ribbon with both hands, and I can feel warm, familiar feelings flowing into me. Anyway. It's like it wanted me to sniff multiple times, so I did. It feels so warm, so gentle, so familiar. It thaws my frozen heart, and the result flows out as my tears. No. When I come to my senses, my cheeks are wet. This isn't water. I wipe away the tears streaming down my face. Kazuya, he's been waiting here after all this time just to give the ribbon back to me? He even forgot who he was once, and yet he still kept on waiting? I try to remember when we first met in the manor. When I was attacked right after waking up, the person in the fox mask saved me. We were reunited at that moment. He didn't want to see Hokage, but he still saved me and stayed by my side. Kazuya, I've got to find him. I wipe away the tears and tighten my grip around the ribbon as I continue further into the abyss. One step after another, I continue on in what seems to be eternal darkness. And with each step, the chill on my skin feels deeper, piercing through to my bones. The air is cold, like the middle of winter. The iciness keeps me together, allows me to continue walking. The cold saves me. This place still has a temperature. In other words, the abyss isn't a dimension of nothingness like I had imagined. It's simply a place that's completely and totally dark. That means there's nothing to be afraid of. And the droplets floating in the air seem to be increasing in number. I'm beginning to understand what they are. Oh! They're his tears. He's crying and they're floating away. Suddenly I see something far ahead of the ribbon's light. Is that the moon? The delicate glow makes me think I'm looking at the moon, but as I get closer, I can see what it actually is. Kazuya! Oh. Kazuya is sitting in the darkness, with his knees held to his chest. What I mistook for the moon was his silver hair, glittering like the light of a star. Kazuya, do you remember me? I came all the way here for you, Kazuya. I hurry over to him, calling his name. His empty eyes gradually regain their light. Who are you? You don't know you don't know who I am? I'm Beniri. No. I mean, I'm Spacey. He eyes me suspiciously, then looks down in confusion. I don't know you. No! We used to play together at the park. We'd play kick the can and tag and draw pictures in the sandbox. You still don't remember? What about when we met at the manor? You don't remember that? You loved the sandwiches I made for you. We slept in the same bed, too. I don't know. I don't remember. Kazuya, please leave me alone. I'd rather be alone right here. I want to be alone. I can see a tear forming at the edge of Kazuya's eye. It falls, running down his cheek to his chin, then floats up into the air. So those drops of water were actually Kazuya's tears. I told you! Damn, Spacey pegged that one. Kazuya covers his face with both arms. I want him to open his heart to me. Please remember. I lay my hand on him and show him the ribbon with my other hand. Kazuya, do you remember this? I gave this to you a long time ago. What? You wanted to give it back to me, right? And you were waiting here for a long time. And now I have it back. Thank you so much for taking care of it all this time. Ribbon. I had a ribbon? I have to thank you for more than just the ribbon, though. When I first met you here, you saved me from danger. Thanks to you, I'm still here, Kazuya. Thank you, Kazuya. I'm so incredibly grateful to you. He looks up and stares directly at me. That ribbon. That's right. I have to give it back to her. Are you... her? Yes, I am. She always brought me to wherever the group was when I was alone. Whenever I felt lonely, she would invite me into the circle of friends. You are that person? I am, and I'm here to get you. Let's leave this place and go home. You're... Spacey? Yeah. Spacey. Oh. He stands straight up. His clouded eyes seem to have regained some of their lucidity and shine brightly. What are you doing here, Spacey? I fell down here alone. I followed you. You hate being alone, but you came down here all by yourself. You know how hard it was for me to get here? Not really, I just jumped in a hole and then walked for like forever. And thank God we had magic ribbon, because if we didn't have magic ribbon, then we'd be fucked. But just saying, it wasn't really that difficult. I'm sorry. Maybe it's better if I'm alone. Why? If I'm around, I just cause problems for everyone. Takuya, Natsuki, I'm the cause of their problems. Look at his sweet sad face. That's why I'm better off gone. Did Akage tell you that? It's not true. He's a dick. No one thinks that you're better off gone. I love his sad face. I see it and I love it, and it just makes me think of Usagi's same face, and I want to put them side by side and like, oh my god. Takuya, Natsu, all of us love you. You think you're causing trouble? Sure, maybe you are. But it goes both ways. If you don't cause trouble for everyone, can you really say that you're friends? Can you really be brothers? Both ways? If you made problems for people and they still stay with you, it's not because they think you're a bother. It's because they're genuinely worried about you. And if you made them worry, just say you're sorry and thank them, and then repay the favor sometime. If you just run away with your guilt, you'll never be able to repay them. Do you really want to leave things like that? Guilt trip? Like, no. What could I do for them? Well, you won't be doing anything if you stay here. Shall we get out of here? Come on, Kazuya. Is it possible? This ribbon guided me to you. I'm sure it can take us somewhere brighter. You're the one who told me to have hope, Kazuya. Yeah, you're right. Let's go, wherever we can. Let's. We hold hands and I let the ribbon guide us. The ribbon's just gonna keep pointing to him. It's like, the ribbon's like, bitch, I was just taking you to him. I did not agree to take you out of this shit. One job! I'm a one-job ribbon. We walk into the darkness without making a sound. The ribbon extends out into the darkness, leading us along our seemingly endless journey. What? Kazuya? What's wrong? The ground is different. It is? Oh, is it? It looks as dark and empty as ever to me. You'll find out soon. He pulls my hand as we continue walking. My finger seems to be pointed upward, and I feel some kind of resistance on my foot. Is this a... It's a slope. We're headed up. Is it the exit? I don't know, but there might be something up above. We continue walking, and I can feel it clearly. We're definitely on an incline, and we're moving upward. This wasn't a dimension of nothingness after all. My face is inclined up along with the slope. I feel my heart also being lifted along with it. Before long, there! Something comes into view. Is that water? Oh my god, are we coming out of the lake? The gentle incline has become steep, like a hiking trail. I look further ahead and see something glittering like the ocean. Kazuya, look at the light! It must be the sun. We might actually be able to get outside. Maybe this hole was connected to the real world. I squint, thinking he's simply at a loss for words due to the surprise. But, Kazuya, what's wrong? His grip tightens on my hand, and so I turn to him and see him wearing an ominous expression. No, that's adorably sad. What's wrong? Is something the matter with your feet? Are you fine? What do you mean? The incline's steep, but I'm fine. I'm not that tired. I can keep going. Could he be tired from all the walking? Doesn't he see that the exit is right there? I look at my feet and finally notice. What? Kazuya's feet are steadily sinking into the ground. What's going on? How come you're sinking and I'm not? Don't let the sadness of the swamp get to you, Artex! If you've never seen The Never-Ending Story, what the fuck are you doing? Go put it on, but that's all that popped into my brain. Stupid horse! You're letting the sadness get to you! It's like the worst scene in a movie ever, but... Down and down he sinks. He's being pulled downward, as if he's caught in quicksand. Okay, let's hurry. If we make it to the light, we'll be safe. It's just a little more. Run! Seriously, you're letting the sadness of the swamp get to you. No matter how much he struggles, his legs can't go any further. It's like he's being swallowed up by the darkness. Kazuya, hang on to me. Don't let go. I think we're going to our choice. Spacey. Are we gonna... Pulling hard at his hand, I wrap the ribbon around my other hand, trying to make my way higher. Just leave me. Absolutely not! Don't give up so easily! But the ribbon... Oh no! With both of our weight on it, the ribbon has become stretched so thin that it looks like it could rip at any time. It might not tear if it only has to hold you. Let go of my hand. I can't do that! Spacey, it's okay. You don't have to do this anymore. No! I'm not giving up! Don't you give up either! I struggle to pull him up. Pull him up. But he slackens his grip. Despair begins to creep into my heart. Am I the only one who believes in the future? My sweaty palms start slipping as gravity begins to tear us apart. Let me thank you. For what? You said it earlier. I just have to repay the kindness I received. I want you to live, to smile, and live in happiness. I think everyone else wants the same thing. So, I want to repay you now. I want to give your future back to you. No, that's not what I want. I don't want a future where nobody other than me gets saved. It's not fair for you to do this now. Wasn't the ribbon your hope, Kazuya? It saved you when you were in danger, didn't it? It'll be okay. I know it. Hopes that are too big won't become reality. It's too much to ask for both of us to survive. But... Despite the dire situation, Kazuya looks at me with a soft, warm expression. And then, what? Spacey. He puts his free hand on my head and pulls me toward him. Oh, that's like so adorable. Oh, guys, this is so pretty. For good luck. A kiss that lasts only for an instant. I'm so taken aback my hand lets go of his. No! Glad I could give it back to you. Hey! Kazuya quietly sinks into the darkness with a contented expression on his face. No! Kazuya! I try to grab his arm, but I can't reach him. We're getting a choice here soon. My grasping hand closes around emptiness. Ugh! What should I do? What can I do? Okay, so this is where we get the difference between the Monshiro ending and the Kazuya ending. So we're going to get the Monshiro ending first because that's what we usually do. We do the guys in this world and then we do like the real world kind of ending. So we're going to get the Monshiro ending. So that's call his name. So Kazuya! Kazuya! Unable to do anything else, I call out his name. His body continues to drift further away. Only my voice can reach him now. Kazuya! 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 I scream his name over and over again. But... Kazuya! Kazuya! Okay. No! Okay, this is going to be sad because... No, this is the Monshiro ending, but it should be the good ending because... I just feel like, you know what I mean? I'm scared. I'm scared this is going to be bad, like a bad ending. But it should be good. Like with the Yamato one, she kind of stayed with him, you know what I mean? And then they both turn into monsters or what. I mean, who knows? But like she stayed with him, right? In the other realm. And then Takuya ending, she was with him in the real world. So I feel like the Kazuya ending would be she pulls him out, like obviously like reach out further. You know what I mean? And maybe she manages to pull him out and, you know, brings him back. But this, it should be like, I would have thought that somehow she ended up staying. I don't know how this is going to go, though, but it makes me scared. Tears and sobs overcome me as I continue calling his name. Is there nothing I can do? I can't save him? Let the ribbon go. And then, at the very least, I want to remember his face. But even that simple wish... No! Even that simple wish is not meant to be. One after another, tears flow and blot out my vision. Why is the world so cruel? Why won't it let Kazuya be happy? All he wants is to feel warmth, but the world pushes him into an abyss of loneliness. Does he despair because he has hope? If he never hoped for anything, maybe he wouldn't have to suffer like this. Kazuya, you told me to have hope, but... I'm sorry. I don't think I can. Not this time. I want her to let the ribbon go. No! She should let the ribbon go! Let go of the ribbon and go back. What the fuck? Oh no. Oh, I don't like this ending. This feels bad. Sob. I can't. I wake up to the sound of my own cries. Okay. I don't like this. Because it'd be one thing if there were bad endings, but when with Yamato, she stayed in the other world with him. Like, you know what I mean? He touched her up. I'm just gonna drag you into darkness. And she was like, I don't give a fuck. And so you're like, so they end up in the abyss together or like whatever. Like, but it was still almost like, you're like, we don't know what happens. And it was probably not a great ending, but it was still, they're together. This, you're not together. This, no, I don't like this. Like, oh my God, no. Where am I? I can't see through my tears. No one says a word to me. But I know I returned to the world I so longed for. Alone. Yeah, because Takuya and Aki are still... Things have been a blur since then. A nurse noticed I was awake and quickly sent for a doctor. My father and sister arrived soon after and asked me lots of questions. They asked how I'm feeling. They run tests to check my health. I lost consciousness after the bus accident, but I had no long-lasting injuries. On the verge of tears, I smile at my father, so relieved to see that I'm all right. The wound, the unseen wound pains me. It bleeds. My heart isn't okay at all. The sadness of leaving behind my loved ones is tearing me apart. I hope they tell you what happened to them. Taku and Aki, who had been riding on the bus with me, are still comatose. And Kazuya, asleep for 10 years, also remains asleep. That's so fucking sad. Dude, Natsu! We gave you the fucking hairpin. You should have finished the fucking thing. You should have fought with it and got them fucking out. Oh my god, they're gonna be there forever. She's gonna go drown herself in the lake to fucking end up with it. You know it. Like, I don't know. Every day I visit their rooms, open their curtains, and place a flower by their beds. I hope to bring sunlight, the refreshing breeze, and the sweet fragrance of flowers to them, lost in that dark, murky world. She's gonna do this for the rest of her life and suffer. This is a terrible ending! I mean, again, I don't know how it's gonna end, but it just seems terrible. Hey, Kazuya. I'm back again. I know he won't respond, but I always call out to him before entering his room. Kazuya, I pull a folding chair up beside his bed and gaze into his face. This is why these endings are, like, bad, because, like, at least when you get down Aki, and Takuya's endings, all of us come out except for Natsu, right? But, like, when you do this ending, you're like, oh, man. And even, I'm gonna guarantee you in the Kazuya ending, both of us, like, we'll end up getting him out, I would assume, and he'll wake up and it'll just be us, and Aki and Takuya are gonna be in a coma forever. That's so sad. I can't be happy about that. I don't know. Like, this game is kind of like, you're like, yeah, you know, though, I still feel like shit. Like, it's only until you get the true ending, which is the summer school, like the summer camp one, that it's ever going to be good, because the rest of them are like, I still feel kind of like shit. Like, in Hikage's ending, you're like, oh, that was terrible, but we came out, and did everybody else come out of their comas? I guess we all came out of our comas. I think they said, Natsu's still fucking dead. The quote-unquote best ending, the original one we got, Natsu's still fucking dead, but we all came out of our comas. Like, I don't know. Like, all of them, you're like, well, I mean, they should be happy, but they're not the happiest endings. I mean, granted, Natsuki coming back to life is, people be like, wait, what? Like, how is that going to work? But it's been a month since I came back. I finally recovered enough to go back to school. How long has it been in that world? I wonder how they're all doing. I perk my ears up, trying to believe that he's reacting to my words. Why did you let go of my hand, Kazuya? You told me to believe in hope, but in the end you gave up. I don't think I can believe in it anymore. The doctor says I should keep talking to you all, and it might help you wake up someday. But I don't think that day will come. She's like, you've been in a coma for 10 fucking years. If talking to you worked, then you'd already been awake. But a day when we can all smile and laugh together in this world again, it'll never come. I just don't believe it. My heart aches and I bite my lip. But even though that's how I feel, I still feel nervous whenever I open the door to your hospital room. I talk to you every day. I ask you lots of questions in the hopes that you might respond. I thought I couldn't believe in hope anymore. I didn't want to believe it. But there's a part of me that can't help but hope a miracle might happen. In the end, none of them are going to wake up. I know I'll only be disappointed again. Yet I still have hope. Is it okay that I'm holding on to hope? I use both of my hands to hold Kazuya's. The ribbon is wrapped around it. His faint pulse makes me feel even sadder. It's my turn this time. Just like how you waited for me. And now I'll wait for you. Until I die. Or, you know, whatever. Whether it's a year or 10, or even more, I'll be waiting for you. Right here. This is the saddest fucking thing. So please, wake up. It doesn't have to be now. But someday, I'll be waiting. And so, I await his awakening, trapped in an endless cycle of hope and despair. This is the saddest fucking thing. This is worse than the bad ending, guys. The bad ending was, like... That is a terrible ending! That was god-awful! What the fuck? The bad ending. Okay. Okay. Yes, God, I'm so glad we did that before the Kazuya ending. Anyway. When I come to my senses, my cheese... Okay, hold on. We gotta skip through. I didn't save at the choice, which I should have, but... Do, 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 do. So we're gonna skip this. I love his sad face. I would really have hoped the Monshido ending would be like, let the ribbon go and float back to him and be like, I'm not leaving you behind. I'll stay here in the fucking abyss with you. And like, oh, beautiful. Right? That's what I was expecting. Bitch, why'd you hold on to the ribbon? What should I do? Reach out even further. And so help me fucking God, if you wake up and he doesn't, I'm going to be literally fucking pissed because this is the worst. Because at least in the other ones, we don't know if the other people got back or not. You just have to assume like maybe they didn't. But it's kind of like, whatever, in Yamato's, right? You're like, whatever, maybe they came back or didn't. Who knows? Right? Because we just go into the abyss. This, we wake up, no one else does. Well, that sucks. That's so awful. That's not, we all woke up except for fucking Kazuya. I'm like, oh, now we're sad. It's like, nobody did. All our friends are dead. We're like the dinosaurs. Anyway. Kazuya! I know it's no use, but I have to do it. I reach out as far as I can as he sinks. Please reach him. Please reach him. Please reach him. I mean, I'm saying the same thing. I panic, crying out like a child. And yet Kazuya continues to drift further away. More and more, he's becoming buried in darkness. No, fuck you, game! You are not going to give me the same bullshit ending! No, this can't be. We were so close. We were almost free. This... The distance between us continues to grow. And as I watch him leave, our gazes meet. And we're truly torn apart. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. Please! Kazuya came for me, and now I'm leaving him behind. I don't want this. Let the ribbon go. Please reach him. Please. Huh? The world flashes. What was once complete darkness is now filled with light. What? What just happened? Whoa. Suddenly the ribbon shoots outward. In that same instant, I can clearly see Kazuya. I don't know if I'm falling or he's floating. All I do know is that the distance between us is shrinking. Spacey, how? This should have been the Monshido ending. If she stays here, that's the Monshido ending, not the Kazuya ending. That's all I'm saying. Like, this is fucked up. I hear his voice. Why do you go so far from me? His amethyst-hued eyes waver in confusion. Because I don't want to leave you alone. Obviously. Like, obviously. Please, Kazuya, reach out your hand. Spacey. Still somewhat hesitant, he raises his arm. I stretch out my fingers even more, desperate to touch his. Please reach! Our fingers brush one another a few times, and finally they meet. We clasp our hands together. I will rip your fucking arm out of this socket to get you out of the mud. Anyway. My vision goes bright white. Is he gonna wake up? I hope we both wake up. Okay, he better have woken up. This is what I expected for this, right? Like, she grabs a hold of him, pulls him out, like, okay. But calling his name and she wakes up and he's still dead? What the fuck? That's sad as shit! That's a bad ending. It didn't say Monshido good ending. It just said Monshido ending. That's all I'm saying. I actually want to see. Well, the other one, I don't know. Let me see something. I want to see. Hold on. Yeah, see, this guide that I have just says Yamato ending and then Takuya true ending, like Monshido ending, true ending Kazuya. It doesn't say like good ending, right? But the other game, the other one that I had up, I just kept it so that I would make sure I have all the. Oh, it just says Yamato ending, Yamato good ending. Yeah. But this just says Monshido ending and it's oh yeah, Kazuya ending. It doesn't say good or not. That makes me worried right now. I kept the even though I'm not using the guide I don't like. I like their table of contents where you can only see this person, this person, this person, and see the order because I want to make sure. But I'm pretty sure this guide uses the same order. But That one at least had all the different things on there so you make sure you get everything. But anyway. Ugh. Uh, what? I awaken and it's so quiet I can hear myself blink. Where am I? The last thing I remember was that blinding whiteness. Am I still in there? No, that's not it. This is a bleached white hospital room. It actually looks peach, but whatever. I'm on a bed in the middle of it. It's probably because sunset, but through gaps in the curtain, I see reddish sunlight coming in through the window. I was just thinking, like, right? But it's weird that when she woke up the first time it was bright white. I know this place. Isn't this the hospital Kazuya was in? I'm back. Suddenly my mind clears and I gasp. Am I the only one who made it back? What about him? And your other friends? I jump out of bed and my feet land on the ground. Oh, I feel a sudden onset of dizziness, but I still run blindly out of the room. Some girl running down the hospital room. Kazuya! I slam open the door to his room. It's the same drab one I remember being in last time. And there he is, sleeping. Oh no. I'm relieved to see him still there, but his deathly silence gives rise to even further worry. If he's not fucking wake up, I'm gonna be so mad at this game. Kazuya, please, wake up. Open your eyes. And he has no happy ending, like, because there's no way to be with him in the real world, even though we bring him back in the other paths, right? I run over to him and clutch his hand as I call his name. He's gonna wake up. He's gotta fucking wake up. Kazuya, wake up. Come on, please. Wake up. I call out a little louder, grip a little tighter, but his closed eyelids don't even twitch. His chest rises and falls steadily with every breath. Was I the only one who made it back? Did I leave you behind in the darkness? Again, huh? Yes. His fingers twitch, intertwined with my own, and then his eyes slowly open. What? How did I... Kazuya? Our eyes meet, calm like the surface of a lake. I see myself reflected in his pale eyes. Spacey? Are you about to cry? No, you're about to cry. Why is it so bright here? How is it so warm? Why? Because we're back. Back? Can't you see? The sun is out. Can you feel the wind blowing? This isn't that manor anymore. It's the world we were born and raised in. Can't you tell? He spent most of his life in a coma, I'm just saying. We're finally back to reality, to this world of brightness. We're alive once again. We're really back. Kazuya doesn't seem to have fully comprehended what I mean yet. His mouth is open as though he's completely dumbfounded. It still doesn't feel quite real. Not to me, nor to him. So I say my next words with all my heart behind them. Welcome home, Kazuya. In that instant, I realize what a miracle it is. Just existing here is such a wonderful thing. Spacey, I'm home. I'm home. I'm home. I'm home. I'm home. And same to you, Spacey. Welcome home. Yes, but Aki and Takuya are still in comas, but like, whatevs! We repeat those words over and over. Such a common, everyday phrase. But hearing it makes me so happy I could cry. And Kaguya's like, nah, she took the hairpin with her, bruh. Guess we're all stuck here. Being able to say those words beneath the light of the sun feels so different. I'm home. Welcome home. We hold hands and share in our joy. Yes, we're finally home. Could you imagine their parents, right? Like, one son's been in a coma for 10 years, the other one ends up in a coma, and then the one from 10 years wakes up, and then the other one's in a coma. They're like, oh my god, we can't win. Your family, like, God, your family luck sucks, dude. Later on, after hearing our voices, one of the nurses takes me back to my room for a checkup. I'd been unconscious since the bus accident, but I fortunately didn't suffer any major injuries. I was able to be discharged from the hospital after a short time. On the other hand, though, Kazuya had been asleep for 10 years. His muscles had atrophied, and we were told it will take time for him to fully recover. After a while, his rehabilitation began. Walking practice, stretching, reading books aloud. His training is rigorous, but he works as hard as he can, and before long, he's able to move his arms and legs without issue. I remain by his side every day to give him encouragement and support. It's become my daily task. Well, yeah, because his brother isn't there because his brother's in a coma. Like, seriously? But it isn't the only one. I visit Takuya and Aki in their hospital rooms to talk with them in between bouts of Kazuya's rehab. They still haven't returned. They went comatose at the same time as me, but they're still in critical condition. That's so sad. Takuya, can you hear me? He's been getting competitive during rehab with that elementary school kid lately. No, I haven't. Liar. You still need a pair of crutches, but here you are overdoing it. The doctor told you what pace you had to keep, and you broke that promise. I'm not overdoing it. Sheesh, you never listen. Aki, you tell him. We're talking to our friends. Oh my god, though, this is awful. I mean, I'm happy we brought Kazuya back, but Aki and Takuya are fucking terrible. Whenever he isn't in physical therapy, Kazuya and I always come to Aki and Takuya's room. That's so cute that they're sharing a room. They were always fighting, but now they're silent, asleep in the same room. You would have thought they would have put Takuya in with Kazuya, because they're twins, but whatever. We line up 2 chairs near them and watch their faces. Takuya, Aki, they look so peaceful. But they're in hell, you know it. They're still in the in-between. I wonder what they're up to right now. Can they hear us? Maybe they'll fucking let go. You should be lucky if they let go so that they don't... Sorry. There was a gnat. I was trying to kill it, and I just lunged for it and dropped my thing. Anyway. They'll be back someday, right? Can we wait for them until then? It'll be okay. I'm sure they'll come back, just like we did. Yeah, you're right. All we can do is believe in them. I take out the ribbon Kazuya had returned to me and grip it tightly. We made it back thanks to this ribbon. Thanks to Mom and Kazuya's love. That's how I know that as long as we wish for it hard enough, those 2 will definitely make it. Spacey, thank you. Huh? The sudden declaration takes me by surprise. What are you thanking me for? So much happened after I woke up. I never got a chance to say it. You never stopped reaching for me, even when I was sinking into that darkness. Thank you for not giving up on me. Oh, so what you're saying is calling out to you is giving up on you. No, we should have let go of the goddamn ribbon and stayed with you. That was just terrible. Kazuya, thanks to you, I'm here now, right next to you. You're the one who told me to never give up, to always have hope. Yeah, that's why I'm not going to give up. I'll keep on believing that they'll come back. Yeah, me too. I want to believe. Kazuya covers the hand I'm holding the ribbon in with his own. This reminds me, we held hands and we kissed. My cheeks flush. What's wrong? Oh, nothing. Your face is bright red. It's not. It's really nothing. Please don't stare. Huh? He looks at me, utter confusion in his face. But I really like you, Spacey. I want to look. You like me? Yeah, I like you a lot. You're so kind. Everyone loved that about you. Me included. What are you saying? I've always wanted to be with you, Spacey. I've always secretly wished to be the one by your side. That's why I left Kaguya there by himself, that son of a bitch. I stole you from him! And my dream came true. Here I am. But it's not fair yet. I won't tell you I love you until the others come back. Oh, God! So we got you back, but now... you get no happy endings in this route. And I'll hold myself back from getting too close to you until then, too. Did he just confess his feelings to me? Mind you, he's been in a coma for 10 years and he's mentally fucking 8. So I'm saying, 7 or 8. Not fully understanding his meaning, I stare at him blankly. He doesn't turn away or avert his eyes. He only returns my gaze, his eyes glittering. Yeah, I believe that someday, that day will come.
84 years later. You know what? We're about to die. Maybe you should just tell me you love me now.
Because they're gonna just, yeah. Yeah, So, Kazuya looks toward the two other boys asleep in their hospital beds. That's why he kissed us as Munshiro, because we're not going to get one in this, because... We continue to keep our hands locked together as I look over at them, too. Takuya, Aki, you sons of bitches better come back fast! The breeze from the windows rustles their hair. Now, more than anything, we think of them a world away. It's fucking sad. Aki, Takuya, please come back. We're waiting for you. No, we're not just waiting this time. We'll keep saying your names. We'll talk to you, and we'll come get you. We'll go as far as we can. So please, come back soon. Please. Huh? Oh my god, did he wake them up? Jesus! Suddenly, all of a sudden, a small sigh escapes, and both of their hands twitch weakly. Huh? What's going on? I don't know. They both just moved, though, right? Could it be? Could it be? Have they almost made it home? And then, on that day, we learn that dreams are something you have to go and achieve yourself. You don't just wait for them to come true. Did they wake up? That's so cool! The Munshiro ending is a bad fucking ending, though, to me. Anyway. Yay. So, that's it. But, what I heard... let's continue for a second, because... it doesn't matter. The guide says the 2 in the ravine unlocks a short episode. It unlocks a short episode, so... I'm assuming... Yeah, this one. Okay. I'm assuming nothing else unlocked, because they're all Kaguya's stuff. Kaguya. They're all Karasuba. That's Karasuba. Those were Karasuba. Okay. Yeah, this is the only one that's unlocked. So we're going to watch this. This is Kaguya Munshiro's episode. Oh, the 2 in the ravine. That makes sense, because they're both dead, and we didn't... Oh. I've seen the names of some of the short episodes before I knew that Kaguya's been dead the whole time, but... And I was like, huh, the 2 in the ravine, you know? And it was after I was like, okay, well, it's got to be us and somebody else. Like, you know what I mean? Because I figured it was... But, I mean, I had no idea what it was, but... For a long time, I was alone. Oh, that was him. I don't know. For a long time, I was alone in this world. I didn't know who I was. With no contact with anyone else, I lived hunched over in solitude. But one day, that all changed. An abnormal living creature came running in here. Gwah! The monster's sudden appearance sends me rushing to hide. It must have only recently turned into a monster. It still moves like a human. It's clearly suffering. Is this Yamato? But how is this Kaguya and Munshiro's episode? I don't know. What is that thing? Isn't that the person that was with Hikage? He's a monster now, so I have to defeat him. Just as I take out my gun. Kazuya! It's my fault that you... Forgive me! The creature has its head down on the grass, mumbling a name without realizing that I'm nearby. Kazuya. The name it utters feels terribly familiar. It makes me feel like my brain is shaking in my skull. I put down my gun and watch. Afterwards, it started to live in my greenhouse. Nothing had ever existed here in this space with me, so I didn't know what to say. I was nervous. But even more than that, a warm, comforting sensation gripped my heart, making me restless. Did it say... I thought it said... Did it say... Takuya Munshiro episode? I swear I thought it said Kaguya. Maybe I'm crazy and I'm just imagining things. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not alone now. That makes me happy. I observed the creature every day. It sometimes did things that made it appear human. I felt as though I knew him. Like droplets of water gradually making a stone wet, my memories started to come back to me. And then I learned that the thing before me was actually Takuya. And I remembered that I am Kazuya. That's right. I'm Kazuya. When did I forget that? And this is Takuya. Why does he look like that? Takuya looks so lonely, just like me. Please, somebody help him. The one I sought help from was Spacey. She was the one who reached out to me and invited me into their circle of friends. I don't know why she and I are in the in-between, but she lost her memories, just like me. And like I hoped, she approached Takuya and healed his soul. Not only that, she welcomes me once again to the circle of friends. She treats me like a loved one again. Solitude puddling in my heart gradually lifts. Soon, I'll live a peaceful life. Or so I thought. But I knew it! Not soon, Kazuya? Yes, that's right. Yeah. Why couldn't I tell? Ugh, you were so close to me. Oh, this is interesting because this is like his whoa, wait a minute. I'm like, behind the scenes of when this happened. We didn't have to force ourselves to get to know each other because we've always been friends. No, we were even more than that. It's funny because it seemed a little weird. Like, remember when we had the memory of the neighborhood boy and we were talking about Kazuya and he was an artist and shy and you were like, that's weird. Like, what happened that he turned into Hokage? You know what I mean? Duh! I mean, we found out, but it was it's funny because I remember thinking that, huh, so he's quiet and artsy and I'm like, really? Because he comes across as kind of a douchebag. So something happened to him. Well, now we know because it wasn't really Kazuya. I mean, we knew a while ago, but a single photo destroyed that life. The group photo at summer camp. It was recreated thanks to Hokage's powers, and we all regained our memories of the real world. Oh, no, wait. I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be, I keep reading it in my voice. That's supposed to be Monshiro. Anyway. And at the same time, Kazuya was taken away from me. My face, my name, even my memories were now his. Kage has taken my place. I don't know why, but the man we've reunited with has my face and is brazenly calling himself Kazuya in front of the others. I clutch at the mask covering my face, refusing to name myself as Kazuya. It's not that I wasn't mortified by the imposter taking over, but there was something even more important. If I said I were the real one, Ikage's lie would be exposed. By doing so, the bonds that Spacey was trying so hard to build would crumble away. I didn't want that to happen. I didn't want everyone to become separated again. The bright, cheerful mood would vanish, and I would again be relegated to solitude. Most of all, I don't want Spacey's smile to disappear. The truth must come out someday, but nonetheless, I keep delaying it. I've chosen to remain silent about this. But before long, I realized just how short-sighted that choice was.
Wow! This is amazing! You've made so much progress with the kaleidoscope. It's nearly complete.
What? Really? It's almost done?
Yes, I believe there should only be 1 or 2 shards left. You should be receiving word from the master soon.
Usagi says the kaleidoscope is almost complete. Only a little bit longer? I thought this moment wouldn't come for a long, long time. With the shards scattered across this world, I thought it would be difficult to find all of them. But it will be complete. The kaleidoscope that can grant wishes. And everyone can return to the real world. Poor Monshiro, he's all sad. Huh? I wait until he's alone and approach him quietly. Okay, so it is Kaguya and Monshiro. I wasn't crazy. He takes one look at me, then awkwardly lets his eyes wander. Before long, he returns to his usual smile. What are you doing here? Did you find Gaharasuba? Monshiro... You can call me Kazuya. I won't call you Kaguya. I'll call you Natsuki, too. It's been a while. It hasn't been a while for Kaguya, but it's been ages since I spoke with Natsuki. Natsuki, you haven't called me that since we parted ways with Akage. Why did you decide to talk to me now? I know I'm an obstacle to the two of you. Even so, I had fun being with everyone, so I thought it would be okay to leave everything the way it was. Akage is probably thinking something strange, though. If you leave things like this, something terrible will happen. So please, Natsuki, don't listen to Akage. You haven't changed, Kazuya. I never thought of you as an obstacle. I'm just scared. Scared? Do you remember when you parted ways with us? You said you didn't want to see anyone suffer, that you didn't want to come back to life. Yes, I said that. If you die, you become a white butterfly and fly to the other side. That's the natural order of things. You're not supposed to go against that flow. But Spacey and Takuya and Aki are all alive. At the very least, I want to send them back to the real world. I know. You accepted your death long ago. This is your... my... No, it's nothing. Natsuki, I can't give up yet. Kazuya, I want to come back to life with her, I guess. Anyway. No, I guess that's right. I want to come back to life with her, but I want to go back to life with her. It's weird no matter how you say it, I guess, but I know what he's saying. But anyway, I want to come back to life with her at any cost. The only way I can think of to achieve that is through the kaleidoscope. Our way of thinking is different. If you want to return them to the real world, will you tear me away from her? That's why I'm scared. And that's why I kept my distance. Do you really like her that much? I do. She's so precious to me that I can't express it in mere words. This makes him... Oh my god. Ah! And every other path! No! I love him so much! I know we're gonna save him. It's fine. And we're gonna be with him, and then he's like the true... Here's our true boyfriend out. But still kills me in other paths. Like, oh my god, I love him so much! And we're like, back again! And we just go with somebody else. It's hurtful. We've promised to marry one another. Although it may be a forgotten promise among children... But I was serious back then, and she accepted. We could have become family. I lost my parents when I was small. She was someone special to me, someone that could become my new family. Oh my god, this breaks my heart so bad. Please don't take her away from me. I want to be with her. He looks at me pleadingly. And he totally does! We leave you here! Oh my god. Ugh. Oh my god, this hurts so much. This game hurts so bad. But before that, what did Akage say? I don't think he'll grant your wish, Natsuki. He promised to send me back to the real world with her if I cooperated until the end. He said that he himself has his own reasons for wanting to return to life, that our wishes are the same. Natsuki, you know what kind of person Akage is. He's just using you. I don't care. He can use me all he wants, so long as he grants me that wish. That's not good. It's not good at all. You weren't like this in the past, Natsuki. You knew right from wrong, and you always stuck with it. If we did something bad, you gently scold us. I liked that about you. I'm sure Spacey did too, but he's been here for 10 years in agony. I feel so fucking bad for him. And yet, I can't help it. We can't be kids for... Oh, that's him. I can't help it. We can't be kids forever. Some things can't be gained without a sacrifice. And that's why you stood by in silence and let Akage drag people into this mess. People that could have turned into white butterflies and moved on are now monsters because of him. Hikiya's like, touche. You want to keep cooperating with him? You don't care what happens to the others? Answer me, Natsuki. He looked down without responding, but after a few moments he laughs. What's so funny? You must really hate Akage. But you ran away from him right away. You wouldn't understand my pain. Your pain? In the end, he and I aren't that different. You say that I'm being used by Akage, but I'm only with him to have my own wish granted. Even if he didn't exist, my wish could be granted, and I would sacrifice as many people as it took. What? Kazuya, am I the crazy one here? Oh my god, a little bit, but I still love you. It's possible I wasn't this selfish in the past. Others may have seen me in a more positive light. But one day, I could no longer think of anyone but myself. All I could wish for was a future together with her. I truly despise myself sometimes. Natsuki, I can't tell if I'm becoming uglier as we speak. But because I'm aware of it, I can't change it. It's as though I'm remaining alive, even as I transform into a monster. If only somebody would stop me. If only somebody would kill me, I would stop changing. I said I wanted to come back to life. Now here I am contradicting myself. Oh, that's it. Natsuki is already... In that case, Natsuki, if I return the ribbon to Spacey, I'll have nothing else to live for. He's already given us the ribbon though, didn't he? He's still wearing it though, but it's weird. Kazuya? So before we both become monsters, let's... I slowly take out my gun. Without hesitation, I take aim. Natsuki smiles at me gently. Oh my god! And that's like where we came in and we're like, he's a monster. And you're like, what? No, he's not! Oh my god, guys. You lose all your progress. No, I won't. So let's go to album. See what we got. Gallery. 88% Munshido. Okay. So we're going to... Okay, wait. Is this the one where... See, that I love that. Munshido. That's amazing. That is my favorite. Okay, so that one just goes... Okay. That one's also great. And that one's adorable. I still love... That's one of my favorites. I'm just snuggling with her. But then you see him and you like see, doesn't he look so like... You don't know he's going to be the lolly boy. Because he's like got the like fucking long, glorious, like beautiful hands. And then he's like... That face, it doesn't look like he's going to have these giant saucer eyes. Like, slap you in the face with that. I'm like, look at that. Like, he's so, like, he, again, doesn't look like he's going to be the lolly boy with how tall and lanky he is. And, like, his shirt all unbuttoned and shit. Like, he looks like you're going to see his, and, like, even the fucking card, I wish you could see the card, but, like, even the card of him just looks so mysterious and, like, not lolly boy. It's so fucking bizarre. They did a good, I want to applaud, let's applaud the game designers for that, because I didn't see that coming. You did not think that he was going to be the lolly boy. Like, I thought he was going to be the dark, mysterious stranger, and he was going to take off the mask and be like, holy shit, why are you gorgeous? And instead you're like, oh my god, you're so cute. You're like a little lollipop. Ah, how about you? Like, didn't see that coming. Although in this one, when he takes off the mask, he looks crazed. You know what I mean? It's funny because they're like, Akage's got his face, but not really, because Akage's got like the sexy version of the face, and Yumanshiro's got the baby version of the face. So like, but that's because they obviously had to look different, because that's the face Akage always has, even when he comes back. You know what I mean? But like, look, he's so adorable. You would never think he was gonna have that adorable baby face. Like, she's like smiling, like, ah, we're not gonna go back. I know this part's kind of long, but we got to look through our things. It's funny. They definitely do not look like twins at all. And well, I mean, obviously, like, Kazuya's going to look... They make him look younger, too, because they want him to make more innocent... Frail. He's been in a coma for fucking forever. He can barely walk, so he can't look like... But it's funny, because, like, Takuya just looks like 5 years older than him, not, like, 5 minutes, you know? Like... Now we don't have flowers anymore. Now we do have flowers. Aww. Your sleepy face. That's adorable. She's like, she kind of looks derpy. A little. Not too bad. Not too bad, but... And that one, oh. Don't let him go, Spacey. That's beautiful. Although she should have had her eyes closed instead of being like, oh! Again, saucer eyes, but like... Oh. so cute. And there's him in the hospital. And there's him awake in the hospital. There's a lot of him in the hospital bed, like, CGs. Which is like... And we saw that in Dequiyas, because that was kind of... Still love this. But it's so weird, because it's kind of like... These are his legs, and that's his face smushed over, like, I can't figure out... Or is that her leg? Like, I can't figure out what the fuck is going on. This I can figure out what the fuck's going on with him, but I can't figure out what the fuck. That's like his arm, and like I don't know what's going on. Like he's like contorted over there. Like I don't know. And that oh, she's like, what the fuck? He's so adorable. Okay, and there we can't go back anymore. So that's it. So we're missing a couple, but I'm assuming that's from the maybe when we get the summer camp ending. Oh, we're missing quite a few. We'll figure it out. But, we're leaving it on no, that's not what I want to do. I want to hide the UI. We're leaving it on that. Even though it's not his face, it's still the most fabulous Monshido one that we've ever seen. And that's like, that is that first impression when he shows up and he's like, ooh, that mysterious, sexy stranger. And this is the Monshido I want to remember. Like, where he was a mystery, and he could have been the master of the manor, and like, why is his belt undone? Like, what's the deal? You're like, you know what the funny thing is? I did not even notice the pinwheel until just now. Like, oh my god. That should have been noticed when we were like, wow, he's all mysterious. Like, what the fuck is with the pinwheel? Like, I wish I had noticed that in the beginning, the first time he showed up. I wish I had been like, why does he have a pinwheel in his holster? I mean, it took me a long time to see that, but oh my god, that's hilarious. I mean, I know I noticed it long before now, but I didn't notice it was on this CG, is what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this part up here. When we come back in the next part, we will start down Karasuba's route. So I will probably start a new game, kind of like they recommend. This way we can get everything, and we'll do that, and we'll see Karasuba's ending and everything, and then I think we just have the real ending where hopefully we can save Natsu, because if we can't, I'm gonna die, because that little thing at the end there, that last little oh my god. I'm becoming a monster because I want to be with her. Oh my god, I love you so much. And it hurts me now that we're dating other boys and not saving his ass, but anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.